See, I didn't need that much mesh. But I'm going to come down the sides. Looks like I can do some rows down the sides. A couple rows. Well, let's see. Because I do have flowers and I've got pumpkins and all the stuff that I want to put into this. It's going to be huge by the time I'm done. I have seen people that have like literally zip tied two together. But for me, my table isn't that long. Like I don't have the entire leaf on there. So I don't want it to be that long. But you can. So this, I could have cut this, put another one on here and made it longer. I don't need it to be that long. So note that you can do that. Or with the swag. So as you can see, it's like comes down like a long triangle, right? You could literally zip tie two swags together and have a long runner. I call it a runner, just that's the way. A long centerpiece, or make it a long window. So I'm just gonna make mine short. So I push it in just to give it some fluff, some body. So I don't have to be messing with it much after I'm finished putting this mesh in. And then when I put the flowers in between it, you can still see. Because I really do want, in this case, I do want the mesh to still show. Because guess what? It's pretty. I had someone on here earlier that's called him, it's not on here, yeah, it's called Miss Pretty. It was Miss Pretty Lady. I was like, that's a really name. Really good name. That was her handle. Alright, so we've got, hold up, my music stopped. We've got 3 on 3 on each side. I've got this here, like, I can cut it because really and truly, what's the purpose, right? But I can put some, I got room right here, I can put some more mesh. But this has no purpose, right? Or I could literally, well, let's try it. So I like experimenting if you've been with me for a while. I like to experiment. Let's see what this will do. If you don't like it, you can take it out, right? It's very easy to come out. I have literally 2 tips here. I can put this one here and tie this off. And what it'll do, the mesh is now the beginning of my centerpiece, right? I'm going to put flowers, but I don't know if I'll end up with flowers all the way at the end there. Let me push this in. Thank you for the daily heart me. I appreciate it. All right, we got one more. Let's see if this will work. Thank you, Miss Granny. I appreciate you. The hearts and the heart me's bring more people and more people to view. Guys, this month will only be, I went live for the first time on May 19th. I was scared. I was so scared. No, didn't say, I didn't have nobody in my room for a long time. Even probably my second and third day. Because I was still, when I first started doing TikTok lives, guys, I only had 200 and something followers. And they were DTF followers. I had some wreath makers, but I only had 200 and something. I didn't have that many followers. That doesn't look too bad. I might do the same thing over here. Yeah, I only had, looks like I need one more. I only had 200 and something followers when I started going live for the first time. And even though there was no one here I went into other rooms before, way before. I was watching others for a while, seeing what they were doing and the different things I needed to press, and just to get myself acclimated before I started. Did the research, woke up early, woke up late to see what other tidbits I can get. But it's not easy going live. You got to prep before. Like, I come in, I got to turn on all these lights because it's dark. It's supposed to rain, so it's dark outside. You got to come in and do all of this. Make sure all of your items are together. And don't pull out like the wrong thing like I did just now. But it wasn't my fault. It looked alike. But, you know, there's a lot of prep work. And when I first started, I didn't... The people that I was watching wasn't wreath makers. So, and the ones that I did get for wreath makers, they weren't talking about what goes on behind the scenes before we even start, right? There's a whole bunch going on behind the scene before we even start. So I'm grateful. Like, the black is like, I got so much black ribbon. Y'all saw in my inventory video of how much black ribbon. I don't know how I end up with so much black ribbon, but I got so much black ribbon and I got so much black stuff. You don't even want to know. I'm just laying these down here. So I'm going to put the pumpkin right here. And I've seen some videos and I love them. Let me say. They have, you take one of these. Do you remember I showed it to you yesterday? It's a floral pick. You could stick it in here and then stick it through. But mine is good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. But mine in the middle here, if you can see my finger, it's not very thick, right? If you look at this is very, very thick. The spine is thick, like that's the spine, right? This spine is not. It really isn't. You can see my finger here. That's it. So I don't want to do that with this. But if you use, these are all styrofoam pumpkins. I've been seeing so many beautiful pumpkins on people's feed and lives. This is, you know, so I'm just going to literally just sit it there and I'm going to glue it down and let it sit there for a minute while I glue. So I have to tell you, I told you guys that I was watching a marathon of some, I forgot who it was. But while watching that marathon, I learned about lowering down my glue gun. I know who it was. Sweet something. Anyway, I learned about having, you know, too much. So guess what? Lowering down my glue gun has been the best thing since sliced bread. I have been able to actually touch the glue. I haven't gotten burned anymore. And I'm grateful. I'm like so grateful. So let's see if this thing decides to do what it do. Sometimes it takes its sweet time to come out. It is on. All right, that one don't want to work today. So I have this one. I'll just turn it on. I don't know why this one isn't working. It's not. That's why I have so many glue guns, because like they got their own personalities. But I got this pink one. This one should work for a little while. Hold on a second. This one is got a smaller tip. I use it for closer areas, but that one ain't coming out. That one has a personality problem every time I change the stick, so it is what it is. We just gonna use this one. Guys, I feel so grateful just to be able to touch this glue. It's just a string. So I put a lot of glue on it because I